So now we'll be dealing with some questions from pricing. So let's have a look at this. So the first question is, which of the following conditions would need to be true for a price skimming policy? Remember, we're talking about price skimming. An existing product where the owners have decided to increase prices to move the product up market. That is not a reason behind price skimming. Uh, where similar products exist with competitors. Remember, if you have too many competitors, skimming is not a good option. Skimming is for unique products where the product has a short life cycle. Remember this. If the company has invested heavily initially and the product has a lot short life cycle, আমরা চাবো আগের দিকে অনেক বেশি প্রোডাক্ট নতুন থাকতে থাকতে রেভিনিউ জেনারেট করা, which is one of the reasons we had price skimming policy. So this could be the answer. Let's look at the last one, where only modest development costs have been incurred. না, আমাদের heavy development cost বা research cost হলে সেক্ষেত্রে we generally go for price skimming. Modest খরচ হলে we usually do not go for price skimming. So যে চারটা অপশন আছে এর মাঝখানে this is the right option to me. All right. Okay. So let's go on to the next one. The following circumstances may arise in relation to the launch of a new product. Which of the above would suit a penetration pricing strategy? So penetration কি আমরা initially অনেক low price charge করি. So এটা কোন circumstances এ কাজ দেয়? Demand is relatively inelastic. If the demand is inelastic, আমি price কমালেও কিন্তু আমার demand substantially বাড়বে না. So demand inelastic হলে price penetration pricing is not suitable. There are significant economies of scale. Economies of scale থেকে আমরা যখন অনেক বেশি প্রডিউস করি, we can produce it cheaper, এবং এটা বেশি প্রডিউস করা তখনই suitable হবে if we can sell a lot when the price is low. So this definitely is suitable for the launch of a new product for penetration pricing. Firm wishes to discourage new entrants. Remember, this is one of the strategies of penetration pricing, যে আমি আমার competitorsদেরকে মার্কেট থেকে সরায় ফেলবো. So this too is also a good circumstance for penetration pricing. Product life cycle is particularly short. Short life cycle এর জন্য price skimming is more suitable. So penetration pricing is not suitable for short life cycle. So over here the answer should be 2 and 3, which is the first option. There we go. Let's go to the third one. Clockco. So what is happening here? Let's have a look. So for this math, let's do this. What will be the new selling price to maintain 20% profit margin to the nearest 0.01? So it's an interesting question. দেখি কি হচ্ছে. So Clockco sells its most popular product, a popular style of wooden shoes, at a profit of 20% on the current selling price of $35. Okay. Due to material shortage, the cost of producing this style of shoe are expected to increase by 5% next year. So the cost is supposed to increase by 5%. So the question is, what would be the new selling price to maintain 20% profit margin? Okay, no issues there. So first things first, let's try to figure this out. First thing is, right now our selling price is $35. Okay, so what is my current cost? So 20% margin যদি হয় on the selling price, my current cost is 35 into 0.8. This into 0.8. So this basically is $28. Okay. If there is a 5% increase, so the new cost the new cost is going to be 28 into 0.05. Sorry, 1.05. My bad. The 5% increase. So the new cost basically is $29.4. তাহলে 29.4 এর উপরে যদি আমার 20% profit margin রাখতে হয়, so this is going to be, so new price it should be 29.4. এটা যদি 80% হয় তাহলে divided by 80, and my selling price is 100% into 100. This basically comes down to 36.75. So the answer is 36.75. All right. Okay. So make sure you have a clear understanding on how we did this. Long bond co manufactures and sells straight line demand curve equation for long bond co. All right. Long bond co manufactures and sells covers for phones and MP3 players. The current selling price is $10 each. Weekly demand is 300. If long bond increases its price by $1, the demand would drop to 250 covers. What is the straight line demand equation for long bond co? So what is a demand equation? Demand equation is P is equal to A minus BQ. All right. The first thing is, let's see if you can find out B. What is B? Change in price. So it's given right here. If price is increased by $1, so if we change price by $1 divided by change in quantity, demand would drop to 250 covers. That from 300 to 250 covers. That means the quantity changes 1 by 50, which is equal to 0.02. Okay. Second step, finding the value of A. For A, let's take a price and a quantity which is already given. We've already been given a price here of 10 equals to, we don't know what A is, minus B, we already know it is 0.02. And at $10, how many do we sell? We sell 300 covers. Okay. So the value of A is 16. So what is the equation? Then the equation becomes P is equal to A minus BQ. This is straight line demand equation. Okay. 16 minus 0.02Q. So this should be the right answer. All right. Okay. So make sure you know this process. So let's go on to the next one. Okay, so look, question 5. A car rental company charges different prices to customers hiring the same make of a car. So একই গাড়ির জন্য different prices charge করছে. So this is price discrimination. Okay. Depending on the day of the week, the month of the year, and the length of the rental. Okay. The following statements have been made about the pricing strategy. The company has adopted a price discrimination. Definitely, this one is price discrimination. একই প্রোডাক্টের জন্য different price charge করা. That's price discrimination. The second statement is the company's strategy is successful because all customers have the same price elasticity of demand. Now, please remember, when it comes to price discrimination, obviously different কাস্টমারের ডিফারেন্ট ইলাস্টিসিটি আছে, ওই জন্যই আমরা ডিফারেন্ট প্রাইসেস চার্জ করতে পারি টু ডিফারেন্ট কাস্টমার। এবার যদি সেম প্রাইস ইলাস্টিসিটি থাকে তাহলে আমরা প্রাইস চেঞ্জ করলে কিন্তু কাস্টমার হারাবো। সো দিস ডেফিনেটলি স্টেটমেন্ট 1 is true and statement 2 is false. So which of the above statement is true? Statement 1 is true, statement 2 is false. All right. Okay. Next up. Which of the following conditions must be true for a price discrimination policy to be sensible? Once again, we're talking about price discrimination. So, what is price discrimination? একই প্রোডাক্টের জন্য different customer but কাছে different prices charge করা. So, buying power of customers must be similar in both market segments. No, যদি দুজনেরই buying power same থাকে, আমি দুজনের কাছে different price charge করতে পারবো না, আমার একটা প্রাইসে চার্জ করতে হবে, so I cannot do a price discrimination. Goods must not be able to move freely between market segments. যদি আমি দুজনের কাছে ডিফারেন্ট প্রাইস চার্জ করি এবং একজন যদি তার গুডসটা ইজিলি আরেকজনের কাছে দিতে পারে, সেক্ষেত্রে কিন্তু আমার প্রাইস সেগমেন্ট প্রাইস ডিসক্রিমিনেশন কাজ করবে না। So goods must not be able to move freely between segments. That is definitely a condition for price discrimination. However, let's go and look at the other option. Goods must be able to move freely. No, if it moves freely, we cannot apply price discrimination. We already know that. The demand curves in each market must be the same. If the demand curve same, that means the elasticity same. So একই ডিমান্ড কার্ভ থাকলে আমরা দু জায়গায় কিভাবে ডিফারেন্ট প্রাইস চার্জ করব? Okay. This is also not possible. So the correct answer is B. Question number 7. DCTCO cleans carpets. It determines its selling price by adding a markup of 40% to total costs. Variable costs are $5 per carpet for cleaning and $1 for advertising. Based on an expected volume of 2,000 carpets, fixed cleaning costs are expected to be 9,000. What should DCT charge for per carpet for cleaning? This is really very simple. ওরা বলছে কস্টের উপরে 40% markup করে, so let's just find the total cost and do the markup. আমার variable cost কি? Variable cost দেখি, $5 for this plus $1 for marketing. Variable cost হলো গিয়ে $6. Fixed cost কত? Fixed cost per unit দেয়নি, but they have said $9,000 for 2,000 carpets. That means আমি যদি per carpet or fixed cost আসে 4.5. Total cost কত? Full cost basically comes down to 10.5. তার উপরে 40% markup. What is it margin? A markup. So price is what? The 10.5 is my total cost. এটার উপরে 40% markup, so that's into 1.4. Basically comes down to $14.7. Alright, this is the correct answer. Okay. Alright, so let's go on to the next one. So company has entered two different new markets, A and B. Okay. Which price strategy is the company using in each market? Achha, what are they doing in market A? They're initially charging a low price to get a gain market share, to get a rapid market share. So low price আমরা initially charge করি with the rapid market share. This is obviously not price discrimination. This is penetration pricing. Price discrimination হলে গিয়ে different markets a different price charge করা. In market B, it is initially charging a high price so as to earn maximum profits while demand is relatively inelastic. So initially high price charge kore, then price koma dao. This definitely is price discrimination. Okay, the basic definitions of penetration pricing and price discrimination. অন্য যে দুটো অপশন, কমপ্লিমেন্টারি প্রোডাক্ট, আমি দুটো প্রোডাক্ট সেল করি, একটা থেকে কম রাখি যে তার একটা প্রোডাক্ট থেকে বেশি লাভ করতে পারি, and price discrimination is charging different price for different customers. So that is not. So penetration pricing, and the second one is price skimming. Let's go back. Yeah, this is price skimming. Okay, so let's go to the next one, number 9. In traditional pricing environment, which of the following C word is not traditionally considered when setting a price? So price set করতে গেলে আমরা কোনটা আসলে কনসিডার করি না? A, cost. Obviously আমরা cost consider করি, কস্টের উপরে most of the pricing হয়. Cash flow, সাধারণত কি আমরা ক্যাশ কতটুকু আসছে সেটা প্রাইসিং এর জন্য নির্ধারণ করি. Maybe we do that a little bit on price skimming, but usually এটা খুব একটা আসে না. Competition, of course, our competitors are কত price বাজারে চার্জ করছে, it becomes a major factor when we are pricing our product. Customers, obviously customer is a huge factor, ওদের ইনকাম কত, ওরা আমার প্রোডাক্টটা কতটুকু লাইকলি কিনতে, এটা is a big factor when it comes to pricing decision. So of the four, cash flow is the least one, so I'm just going to choose cash flow because of that. All right, okay, let's go to the next one. Optimal price. to be charged in order to maximize profit if the variable cost of the product is 200. So this is a question regarding optimal pricing. So let's go to the very basic and see how we do this. For optimal price, variable cost is equal to variable cost. Now, marginal cost. Marginal cost must be equal to marginal revenue. So marginal cost আমরা already জানি. Marginal cost is 200. এবার marginal revenue এর জন্য আমরা usually what do? We do find out A's and B's according to the demand equation. So এখানে let's see if P is equal to A minus BQ. That's fine. Then we know how to find out B. B এর value হলো গিয়ে change in price by quantity. So price যখন আমরা 400 থেকে 380 যদি করি, that means change in price যদি $20 হয়, আমার কোয়ান্টিটি 5000 থেকে 6000 এ যায়, that means my change in quantity is 1000. So that means my value of B is 0.02. Okay, now let's try to find the value of A. Value of A টা কি? যে কোনো একটা প্রাইস আর কোয়ান্টিটি নিই, let's take this one. So 400 is equal to A, যেটা আমরা বের করার চেষ্টা করছি, minus B. B we already know 0.02, and Q is the quantity. So $400 charge করলে the quantity is 5000. So let's find out A. আমরা যদি হিসাব করি, it becomes to 500. তাহলে MR কিভাবে হয়? MR ইকুয়েশন হলো গিয়ে A minus 2BQ. So আমরা এর ভ্যালু অলরেডি জানি, এর ভ্যালু হলো গিয়ে 500 minus 2 into B. B যদি 0.02 হয়, 2 into B becomes 0.04 quantity. ঠিক আছে? তো যখন প্রফিট ম্যাক্সিমাইজ করছি, we can simply write this MC is equal to MR. এটা হলো গিয়ে MR এর ইকুয়েশন, আর মার্জিনাল কস্ট এর ভ্যালু হলো গিয়ে 200. আমরা এভাবে কোয়ান্টিটিটা বের করতে পারি at which the profit will be maximum. So if we simplify this, the quantity is this is going to be 300 divided by 0.04. It's 7500. Okay, ওরা কি চাচ্ছে? ওরা চাচ্ছে প্রাইস. So we know a quantity sell করলে আমার profit maximum হবে. So let's just find out the price. Price-টা কি? Price is equal to going to be A minus B into quantity আমরা already জানি, which is 7500. So this basically comes to 500 minus 150. So our profit maximizing price should be 350. Right, so the answer should be C. So what did we do? We used the MC equals to MR. MR এর জন্য we know the formula A minus 2BQ. So we found out B, we found out A. আমরা কোয়ান্টিটিটা বের করেছি যেটাতে প্রফিট ম্যাক্সিমাইজ হয়, and demand equation সেই কোয়ান্টিটিটা ফেলে we try to find out the price at which my profit is maximum. All right, bravo. Okay, and now let's go to question number 11. Cost per unit of a product, cost গুলো দেওয়া আছে. It uses marginal cost plus pricing. So if Arbor seeks a 40% margin on sales, what is the selling price of the product? This is really very simple. ভেরি সিম্পলি আমার আগে বের করতে হবে মার্জিনাল কস্ট কত। মার্জিনাল কস্ট মানে কি? মার্জিনাল কস্ট মানে ভেরিয়েবল কস্ট। So marginal cost is equal to 12 plus 17 plus 7. That gives me something in the range of $36. এটার উপরে যদি আমি মার্কআপ করি, সরি মার্জিন করি of 40%, that means this 36 is equal to 60%. So 36 divided by 60, our selling price is 100%. So once again, markup margin, you should be very clear on how to do markup margin. The selling price should be 60. All right. The markup margin is very important, that you know very clearly how to do markups and margins. এখানে খেয়াল রাখেন, they used marginal cost price pricing. এর জন্য কিন্তু আমরা total cost এর উপরে 40% নেইনি, only marginal cost এর উপরে বা variable cost এর উপরে 40%, because that's their plan. All right. Okay. Let's go forward. Okay. This one is price elasticity of demand. Okay. What is the price elasticity demand for the product? A shopkeeper finds that if he sells the price of a particular product at $9 per unit, he sells on average 150 units of the product per month. However, at a price of $10 per unit, he sells an average of $110 per unit. Okay, it's very simple. So what is price elasticity of demand? If you guys remember, percentage change in quantity divided by percentage change in price. So what is the percentage change in quantity? Let's have a look. So আগে quantity ছিল 150 units, সেখান থেকে if it changes the price, quantity changes to 110. So আমার 40 unit change হচ্ছে, my original quantity was 150 into 100, which is equal to 26.67%. কত percent change হচ্ছে in price? Same thing once again. আগে ছিল $9, এখন করছি $10, so $1 চেঞ্জ হচ্ছে। আমার অরিজিনাল কোয়ান্টিটি কত, আমার অরিজিনাল প্রাইস কত ছিল? 9 into 100%, কত percent চেঞ্জ আসছে? The change is 11.11. So PED টা তাহলে কি? Very simply, it's 26.67 divided by 11.11. My price elasticity of demand is 2.4. All right, this is the correct answer. So যারা elasticity-টা আরেকবার দেখতে চান, specifically be very careful যে percentage change কিভাবে আমরা calculate করি. Make sure you have a look at this one. Okay, next one. Identify by selecting the related boxes whether the following statements about sales pricing policies are true or false. Okay. Market skimming will lead to a constant price. No, this is definitely not a true statement. What is skimming? আগে আমি অনেক হাই প্রাইস চার্জ করব যখন আমার প্রোডাক্ট ইউনিক, সিমিলার প্রোডাক্ট বাজারে আমরা প্রাইস কমাই দিই, সো এটা কনস্ট্যান্ট থাকে না, সো দিস ইজ ডেফিনেটলি a false statement. The next one, cost plus pricing will lead to profit being maximized. No. Profit maximization এর সাথে cost plus pricing এর কোনো সম্পর্ক নাই. We already know যে profit maximizing এর জন্য একটা formula use করতে হয়, so that has absolutely nothing to do with cost plus pricing. This is a false statement. Price elasticity is greater than 1. If it is greater than 1, that means it's highly elastic. Increasing the price of the product will reduce revenue. Definitely, highly elastic হলে price বাড়ালে demand অতিরিক্ত কমে যাবে, so this will definitely demand reduce revenue. This is a true statement. Penetration pricing is appropriate when launching a new product into a competitive market. Competitive market মানে competitorsরা আছে with similar products. আমি নতুন একটা প্রোডাক্ট নিয়ে যদি আসি, সেক্ষেত্রে আমার প্রাইসেস কম রাখতে হবে, so penetration pricing is suitable for new product entering a competitive market. So this is a true statement. false, false, true, true, right? Question number 14. Product C currently sells 8,000 units per year at a price of $50. Market research shows that an increase in $2 would decrease annual sales by $800. What is the marginal revenue at an output of 6,000 units? Okay, sorry. So marginal revenue চাচ্ছে marginal revenue এর formula আমরা কি জানি a minus 2bq. Okay, আমরা a আর b টা বাইর করতে হবে না. So first we always find out b. So b এর value কি change in price $2, change in quantity as you can see $800. 2 by 800, that's about 0.0025. Sorry, 0025. Okay, so এখন আমরা একটা প্রাইস ইকুয়েশনে ফেলি p which is price যখন 50 equals to a যেটা আমরা জানি না minus b which is 0.0025 into q. q হলো গিয়ে কত কোয়ান্টিটি at 50, 8,000 units. So that's 8,000 units. তাহলে air value কত আসে? Air value basically is আমরা যদি এটাকে করি it's going to be air value becomes 70 because this is 20. Okay, so then 50 plus 20 is 70. All right. Okay. So আমরা air value জানি, আমরা b এর value জানি এবং আমরা quantity ও জানি, বলে দিয়েছে marginal revenue at 6,000 units. So how do we do this? Marginal revenue a হলো গিয়ে 70 minus b হলো গিয়ে 0.0025 আর quantity ওরা বলে দিয়েছে 6,000 units into 6,000. So এটা যদি আমরা করি sorry it's 2bq এখানে multiplied by 2 হবে 0.0025 তাহলে 2 so this becomes 70 minus 30. So my marginal revenue is 40. So what is my marginal revenue at an output level of 6,000? It's $40. Okay. Question number 15. Fast Food Group produces a single product. Budgeted sales volume for the next 3-month period is 50,000. So that's their next 3 months their sales volume. Production capacity is 18,000 units per month. So in total, or 50,000 is going to be his demand, or 18,000 যদি per month হয় তাহলে একটা জিনিস একটু খেয়াল করি, production capacity is 18,000 into 3 which is equal to 54,000 আর ওর এই মুহূর্তে সেলস এক্সপেক্টেড হলো কি 50,000. দ্যাট মিনস ওর 4,000 এক্সট্রা প্রোডাকশন ক্যাপাসিটি পড়ে আছে. ওকে, a potential overseas customer has requested a price for an initial order of 3,000 units over the next 3 lives. So ওর যদি 4,000 ক্যাপাসিটি পড়ে থাকে এবং যদি 3,000 এর অর্ডার আসে, ওর প্রেজেন্ট প্রোডাকশন বন্ধ করতে হচ্ছে না. Oh, this has to do with transfer pricing, to be honest. So if you're not clear about this right now, you'll be clear about this when we go into transfer pricing. Assuming that Postcode Co wishes to ensure that short-term profit is not reduced if the inquiry becomes an order, what is the minimum price per unit that should be quoted? So যদি আমার স্পেয়ার ক্যাপাসিটি থাকে, which means আমার 4,000 এর স্পেয়ার ক্যাপাসিটি আছে, আমার মিনিমাম সেলিং প্রাইস is generally the variable cost. So according to this question, the variable cost is $80. So এটা pricing এই chapter আপনাদের কাছে clear হবে না, but this will be more clear when we do transfer pricing. That's part D. So even if you're not clear on this right now, You will be clear on this when we do transfer pricing. This really is a very simple question. Okay. So this is basically an OTQ for their scenario-based question. So let's look at the scenario first. So LG Co is launching two new innovative products onto the market and is trying to decide on the right launch price for them. Okay, so they're launching a product. They want to know at what price they should be charging. The first product expected life is 3 years. Given the high level of costs that have been incurred in the developing the product, ALG Co wants to ensure that it sets the price at the right level and has therefore consulted a market research company to help it do this. Okay. The research, which relates to similar but not identical products launched by other companies, has revealed that a price of 60 annual demand is 250,000 units. All right. For every $2 increase in selling price, demand would be expected to fall by 2,000, and every $2 decrease in selling, the same. Forecast of the annual production cost which would be incurred by ALG Co in relation to the new product are as follows. Okay. Calculate the total fixed overheads for this product using the high-low method. So fixed overheads is here. So let's see how to do this. The high-low method. So in the high-low method, so overheads, there are two types of overheads. One is the fixed overhead, one is the variable. So total cost is equal to my fixed cost, my fixed overheads, plus my variable overheads into output or activity level. So overheads, there are two parts to it. So how do you find the variable cost? We'll first find out the variable cost using the high-low method. High-low method কিভাবে করে? Highest cost is here, lowest cost is here, their activity level, eটার activity level. So highest cost is 1850. Let's take thousands in common. So we'll put just 1850 minus lowest cost কোনটা 1400 1400 এটা highest cost minus lowest cost. যখন আমার highest cost তখন আমার activity level কত 350,000. So that's 350. আমরা zeros common, thousands common নিচ্ছি. আর lowest cost এর সময় activity level কত 200,000 minus 200. We will be actually doing this in quantitative analysis again, but because it came in the question right now, we will just show how it's done. So if we do this, that means our variable cost per unit is going to be $3. Okay. So now let's find out the fixed cost. So our formula that Jani, total cost is equal to fixed cost plus variable cost into output. So total cost আমরা এই যে দুইটা নিয়েছি এখানে যে কোনো একটা activity level নিলেই পারবো. Let's take the lower one. That lower one, the total cost is 1.4 million. So let's just do this. 1400123 equals to fixed cost যেটা আমরা বের করার চেষ্টা করছি বা fixed overhead যেটা আমরা বের করার চেষ্টা করছি into variable cost. Variable cost is $3 এবং $3 এ আমার activity level কত $3 এ আমার activity level is 200,000. 200,000. তাহলে আমার fixed cost-টা বা fixed overhead-টা কত? Fixed overhead is 1.4 million minus 600,000 is equal to 800,000. This is 800,000. So my fixed cost is 800,000. Okay. Okay. So let's go on to the next question. Same scenario. Given the data above, which of the following is the correct formulation of the demand function? ওকে, সেই তথ্যের উপরে বেস করে ডিমান্ড ফাংশন। সো ডিমান্ড ফাংশনটা কি? We already know ডিমান্ড ফাংশন is P is equal to A minus B Q. So আমরা আগেই জানি, let's first find out B. B is $2 change হলে 2000, 2 by 2000. So B এর value is 0.001. এখন আমরা A বের করতে হবে। So A বের করতে গেলে we need a price at which we know the quantity. So দেখি এখানে যে দেওয়া আছে at a price of 60, quantity is 250,000. So 60 is equal to A আমরা জানি না minus B which is 0.0001. Quantity কত? Quantity is 250. Right? So value of A is 60 plus this, so that's 60 plus 250. So air value is 310. My demand equation টা তাহলে কি? My demand equation very simply is 310 minus 0.0001 Q. So 310 minus 0.01 X. Okay. So that's question number 2. Next, the second product's variable cost has been identified as $20. Okay, there's দুইটা প্রোডাক্ট তাহলে তার একটা লাগে 20. Demand function দেওয়া আছে, calculate the profit maximizing expected revenue for the product. So we will need to go to the very basic and address this. Profit maximizing revenue. So revenue টা কি? Revenue হলো কি আমি কত টাকা সেল করব, it means my quantity into price. Profit maximizing quantity into price. Okay. So because it says profit maximizing, we already know MC MR টা আমাদের কোথাও না কোথাও লাগবে। MC টা is I think given, marginal cost is the variable cost already given which is $20 equals to MR টা কি? A minus 2BQ. A আমরা অলরেডি যদি দেখেন ডিমান্ড ফাংশনে এটা দেওয়া আছে which is 240 minus 2BQ. That means this is going to be 2 into 0.001, that means 0.002. আর কোয়ান্টিটি তো আমরা জানি না, so কোয়ান্টিটিটাকে let's keep it as X. তাহলে X এর ভ্যালুটা কত? কত কোয়ান্টিটি সেল করলে আমার প্রফিট ম্যাক্সিমাইজ হবে? If I make 110,000, আপনি যদি এটা করে দেখেন, this is 110,000. এই গেল আমার কোয়ান্টিটি। তাহলে প্রাইস কত? তাহলে প্রাইসটা বের করে ফেলি। প্রাইস ইজ ইকুয়াল টু 240 মাইনাস 0.001 ইন্টু কোয়ান্টিটি আমরা অলরেডি জানি ইজ 110,000. সো আমার প্রাইসটা কত আছে? প্রাইস ইজ গোয়িং টু বি 130. আমার প্রাইস যদি 130 হয় আর আমার কোয়ান্টিটি যদি 1,10,000 হয়, then what is my revenue? Very simply 110,000 into 130. That basically gives me 14,300,123. Gonna be 14,300,123. This is my expected revenue, profit maximizing expected revenue. So একদম বেসিকটা যদি ক্লিয়ার থাকে, this shouldn't be a very big problem. All right. Okay. Next. ALG Co plans to adopt a policy of market skimming for the two new products. In which two of the following situation is market skimming appropriate? So market skimming টা কি? আগে high price charge করব when the product is new and unique, পরে price low করে দেব. Customers are prepared to pay high prices to obtain a new product. Obviously এটা আমার লাগবে to apply market skimming. Products have a long life cycle. No, usually products have small life cycles if you want to use price skimming. Barriers to entry deters competitors, মানে easily competitors আসতে পারবে না. There are barriers to entry. এটা usually price skimming এর জন্য suitable, but let's say we don't know the answer for certain. But next টাতে যাই. There are significant economies of scale connected with output. না মনে রাখেন, economies of scale is more suitable for penetration pricing. Because আমরা অনেক produce করবো, so আমরা অনেক sell করতে হবে, প্রাইসটা কম রাখতে হবে. So আমি তো প্রাইস স্কিমিং এ প্রাইস কম রাখেন, ইনিশিয়ালি হাই প্রাইস চার্জ করি. সো দিস ডেফিনেটলি ইজ নট অ্যান আনসার. সো দ্য আনসার ইজ এ অ্যান্ড সি. নেক্সট আপ, one of the directors has read about market penetration pricing policy and wishes to have an idea of what differences are between market penetration and market skimming policies. আচ্ছা, in which of the following situations would a market skimming policy be more likely to be used, and in which of the situations would a market penetration policy be more likely to be used? So কোনটার ক্ষেত্রে skimming suitable, কোনটার ক্ষেত্রে penetration suitable? Level of demand unknown, this is definitely suitable for price skimming. Exactly. Fair enough. If the demand is elastic, penetration pricing is more suitable because elastic হলেই প্রাইস কমালে অনেক বেশি ডিমান্ড বাড়বে. যদি ইনইলাস্টিক হয় এটা স্কিমিং এর জন্য সুইটেবল, পেনিট্রেশনের জন্য সুইটেবল না. ALG Co can discourage competitors from entering the market. So competitors কে eliminate করতে গেলে আমরা obviously penetration pricing strategy use করি. The last one is ALG has excess production capacity. যখন এক্সেস প্রোডাকশন ক্যাপাসিটির মানে কি, মানে আমার অনেক ক্যাপাসিটি আছে বাট ওটা ইউজলেসলি পড়ে আছে. সো আমি যদি এটাকে ইউজ করতে চাই, দ্যাট মিনস আই হ্যাভ টু মেক মোর. ইফ আই মেক মোর আই হ্যাভ টু সেল মোর. কখন আমি বেশি সেল করতে পারি? ইন পেনিট্রেশন অর ইন স্কিমিং? অবভিয়াসলি ইন পেনিট্রেশন. অলরাইট, সো দিস ইজ স্কিমিং, penetration, penetration, penetration. Okay, so that's that. Let's finish up for now and see how we have done. Oh, so we've got all of them correct. Okay. So make sure that you learn from this practice, and I will see you when I see you.